Here to react, Outkicked host Tomi Lahren and host of The Dana Show, Dana Loesch. Ladies, welcome. Dana, to you first. What do you make of the Bidens now trying to blame everybody for Thursday night's debate performance? Those who prepped him, they gave him too much information. His head was full of too many facts, as opposed to blaming Joe Biden for not being able to come and deliver simple lines and able to rebuff Donald Trump and his attacks.
That's excuse after excuse. First, It was a stutter. Now he had a cold. Now he was overprepared. I thought that statement was interesting that y'all read, that 90 minutes can't define 4 years. That 90 minutes was the epitaph of his failed 4 years. I think that's the best way to put it. No excuse is going to cover what the country saw on debate night. You had a clear contrast. And for as much gaslighting as the media engaged in, the rest of the nation that doesn't follow it as closely as all of us nerds do, everybody else saw exactly what we've been seeing day in and day out. And it was it was shocking to a lot of people. We have to think most people have seen a lot more of the candidates at this point in this cycle than they have of Joe Biden. And honestly, Joe Biden now compared to Joe Biden back in 2019, 2020 is a starkly different candidate. He's a very different guy. It's plain to see. We've all had family members that have had health issues. So that's why this resonates with so many of us. And everybody else in America got to see that. It was a stark contrast. So there's no saying that he has a cold or he overprepared. Right. Most of the time he was calling Trump a loser and everything else. So what did he have to prepare for?
Tommy, that Vogue cover, the fact that First Lady Macbeth would agree to do that Vogue cover, given the fact that Americans are still suffering, it really just summed up in wearing a $5,000 Ralph Lauren dress. It summed up what she and her husband and that family have done to working Americans in 3.5 years.
Yeah, I don't think she had to agree to do the Vogue cover. I think this is exactly why. She doesn't want Joe Biden to drop out. She doesn't want Joe Biden to take a step back because Jill Biden wants the limelight. Rome is burning and she's basking in the limelight of the flames. This is why she's in this. She loves herself. She loves the fact that for the first time in her life, she gets the spotlight. She gets the cover of Vogue. I think she sat by and watched First Lady Michelle Obama get a lot of clout and a lot of spotlight and a lot of headlines. And I think Jill Biden has wanted this for her whole life. And this is her opportunity. And she's not going to give it up. She's going to clench onto that. She's going to white knuckle it. It doesn't matter to her that her husband is failing in front of the world. It doesn't matter to her that that's a national security risk. It doesn't matter to her that that's a giant stain on his legacy, whether you like him or not. The fact that he was able to attain vice presidency, president of the United States, that's still something. And she's going to sit by and allow him to crumble in front of our very eyes because she wants more Vogue covers. She wants to decorate the White House for Christmas. She wants this because she is the definition of a narcissist. Maybe that's why her and Joe Biden are such a perfect couple.
After years of covering up and defending old Joe's emerging senility and decline, even the liberal media has finally come to its senses, agreeing that old Joe has got to go. Dana, I assume that they're just at this point embarrassed by what they have done to hide this decline from the American people.
I think you hit the nail on the head perfectly. I think that they're embarrassed, and I also think that they're trying to avoid any culpability and selling him to the American people. All of these people knew this the entire time. There was a piece that came out talking about a former White House photographer who said that everybody in the president's inner circle was well aware of this. It's just the rest of the country seeing it. The media knew it, and they were running with it anyway. Now everybody's kind of, it's taking a step back, trying to see if there are any other Democrat politicians. And I think the only Democrat politician that has come out and kind of toed up to the line of saying that maybe Joe needs to go is Big Gretchen Whitmer up in Michigan. But then she denied it once it became public. But until the party members, the politicians come forward and question him, the media, it doesn't matter if anybody else does, even the family.
Tomi, we'll have more time next time. We got to run. Tomi, Dana, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.